Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this opportunity to be able to come out and play the game that we love. We wish that you put your hand over each and every one of us as we take field battle, that we play for each other and just each other, that you keep your hand with us, that we stay injury-free tonight, and that we play our best brand of football. We ask all these things in your name. Amen. Amen.
Dyma'r saib cyn y storm. Bach o lonydd I dywelu'r meddwl. Mae pawb yn delio gyda'r cyfnod yma mewn ffyrdd gwahanol. Ond cyn I ti cael cyfle I feddwl yn iawn, mae os. Evan Williams ydw I. Fi ddim rili yn gwybod sut wnaeth bachgen o Ben-y-bont cael lle yn chwarae pêl-droed Americanaidd mas yn Kansas City. Ond, I guess, dyna fel mae bywyd yn gweithio weithiau. Dyma fy mlwyddyn olaf fel ciciwr I Griffins, Missouri Western State. Un o golegau orau'r dalaeth. A lle mae'r stori yma'n gorffen? Wel, rhyw ddydd, yn yr NFL fi'n gobeithio. Ond, cyn I fi sôn mwy am hynna, neu angen mynd nôl bach. Dyma'r stafelloedd newid. Dyma fy locker I, Ben-y-bont, Cymru. So mae'n fan hyn, mae fy shoulder pads. Mae gen I fy boots mewn fan hyn. Fy dillad yma. Pêl o Instagram fan hyn. Roedd rhywun wedi danfon hyn I fi wneud couple of videos gyda. A'r helmed fyna. Mae'r helmed yn actually pretty comfy. Good snug fit. So dyma'r TVs, boys fyna. What's up, boys? Ping pong table. A dyma lle mae'r dirty laundry yn mynd. So, yng Nghymru, ti ddim yn cael y stafelloedd newid fel hyn. Pryd o'n i'n chwarae rugby draw fyna, doedd dim unrhyw beth yn cymharu hyn, so mae'n really special I cael yr facilities yma I ddefnyddio, ie. Cefais I fy ngeni ar y 6 ar 20 o Chwefror. So dyna ble mae'r rif yn dod o. Dwi ddim yn person superstitious. Dwi just yn hoffi'r rif ac mae'n neis I gael ar y crys. Pryd oeddwn i'n 16, roedd y Gleision wedi dropio fi o'r carfan development. Pryd oeddwn nhw'n rhoi'r feedback bod y reswm dwi ddim wedi wneud y tîm yw oherwydd dwi'n rhy fach. Roedd e just yn siomedig iawn. Oherwydd roeddwn i'n credu bod llawer mwy o value I fi fel player. Ac just pigo y most easy excuse in the world. Just, ti'n rhy fach. Like, dwi'n methu tyfu 6 inches fel hynna. Mae'n just yn is what it is. So dwi'n cofio yn crio gyda fy dad pryd oedd ni wedi clywed y news bod dwi wedi cael fy dropio o'r tîm. Ond, just I fi, doedd e ddim yn digon o reswm I rhoi lan yn y gêm roeddwn ni'n caru. Roedd rhaid I fi edrych am opportunities eraill. Edrychais I draw yn America ac roeddwn ni'n ffodus iawn I cael scholarship opportunity yn Lindenwood University, draw yn St. Louis, Missouri. Un diwrnod roedd y prif hyfforddwyr American football team wedi gwylio fi yn cicio bêl rugby ac ar ôl gweld roedd e basically just yn gofyn fi os dwi eisiau chwarae I nhw a transfer dros o rugby I American football. Ond roedd ni'n 18 ar y pryd a fresh in America ac roedd y hyfforddwyr rugby fi just wedi dweud flat out no chance. Ond ers y pryd hynna, roedd e wastad yn y back of a mind ac roedd ni wastad yn meddwl beth bydd e fel I chwarae'r gêm yma. Ar ôl gorffen yna, roedd ni'n edrych tuag at y byd o American football a roedd e'n really exciting I fod yn honest. Ac derbynais i tua 5 offer scholarship i chwarae American football. So, yeah, rest is history. Dwi'n cael fy ngalw cwpl o enwau wahanol. Nudge yw'r prif un.
I started out calling him Ev, and then our coaches and everyone started calling him Nudge, so it's kind of just fluctuates.
Mae rai o'r boys yn galw fi'n Welsh.
Just the Welsh kid out here doing his thing in America.
You said Welsh?
Yeah.
Dyna sut maen nhw'n disgrifio person o Gymru, apparently. I'm like, what's a Welsh? Dwi'n trio dysgu nhw sut I ddweud Welsh, ond yeah, dyna fe. It's Welsh, mate. Yeah, fi wedi cael Hollywood a couple of times, just oherwydd the social media a'r documentary a pethau, so yeah, just bach o hwyl.
No, just get a break.
Family on me, family on 3. 1, 2, 3, family!
All right, Evan. How do you say family in Welsh?
Teulu.
Taylor?
Yeah.
You should have broke out.
I should have. That would have been dope. So mae pawb sydd wedi cyrraedd yr NFL o'r ysgol yma yn cael y jersey ar wal fan hyn. A dyma'r indoor facility. Dwi eisiau cael snack fan hyn, so dwi'n mynd i cael bach o bwyd i cadw'r caloriau ymlaen. Mae'n bwysig iawn oherwydd ti'n methu ymarfer mor intens â ni yn heb bwyta llawer o fwyd. Dwi'n cael oats gyda Greek yogurt, yeah. Little protein snack. Doesn't look very appetizing right now. Dwi'n meddwl bod rhaid I chi bod yn comfortable bod ar ben dy hun os ti eisiau symud draw I America I wneud y pethau dwi'n wneud. Ond, yeah, wrth gwrs, mae gallu bod yn unig heb teulu o gwmpas a pethau fel hynna. Ond, yeah, dwi'n wneud ffrindiau ac, yeah, dwi just yn hoffi fy own company, I fod yn honest, yeah. Mae bach yn emotional rollercoaster, I'd say, since, dwi ar ben fy hun yn peaceful, ac yna ti mewn locker room gyda 100 boys sy'n just yn hyped up ac yn aggressive, ac mae just yn, yeah, up and down llawer, t'mod. Ond, yeah, I guess dwi just yn used to it now, I fod yn honest. Putting too much pressure on him, man.
No such thing as too much pressure.
Pressure makes diamonds, bro.
You cracking under pressure.
Ooh, that looks like a good one. Say something, coach.
I'm your favorite coach, right?
Say something really nice about me.
I love him.
Coach, let's do our handshake as well.
What's our handshake?
That one. I got you 3-0 now.
I've been playing football since I was 6 years old, so I really grew up playing this sport. That's kind of the natural for a lot of guys, but you know, there's also those guys like Evan, where it's first year and they could just pick it up and just kind of be natural with it.
Mae definitely llawer o waith I wneud, ond yeah, just one day at a time. I fi yn personol, dwi'n meddwl bod y most fulfilling way I byw yw I gweithio tuag at y breuddwydion mwyaf cyffroes ti'n gallu meddwl am. So mae'r breuddwyd mawr yw I chwarae yn yr NFL.
When you think about it, there's only 32 teams in the NFL, and just D1, there's probably 150 Division I schools, and then you go all the way down to D2 and so on. But NFL teams pretty much take a punter, long snapper, and a kicker, and they don't really have backups. You got to be one of those 32 specialists out of pretty much the whole world that they're coming around to choose you to go play for their team, and it's extremely hard to do.
Yeah, mae llawer o gwaith angen cael ei gwneud I fi cyrraedd yr NFL, ond dwi'n credu bod yn posib.
I feel like Evan's willingness and determination can take him as far as he wants to go, honestly. Yeah, he's new to the sport and everything, but if you can do your job well and they notice you, you know, they'll give you a chance, and if he was given the shot, he'll make that 53-man roster and he'll have a successful career for sure.
Yn bersonol, dwi'n just yn meddwl bod dyna yw mwyaf y battle. Os dwi'n credu mae'n gallu digwydd, mae'n gallu digwydd.
I do think that the way he kicks the ball and the versatility that he has when he kicks is enough for him to get to the next level, because you just don't see it, you know?
He's able to kick right-footed the same distance as he can left-footed. And it seems like he doesn't lack in either area. He's just an athlete, you know? He's a special guy.
But I think that with that skill attribute that he has, it's something special that could push him to the next level.
Now we got everybody reporting to training camp. We're off and running, baby.
Training camp kicks off with the rookies and quarterbacks rolling into St. Joe.
Mae'r Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs, yn ymarfer yma.
You know, you walk around, you'll see how much the Chiefs are loved. You know, it's all about Chiefs out here.
Mae'n cool I weld y top 1%ers fan hyn.
When you have the Kansas City Chiefs here, in person, the pride that everybody starts coming to school, then they start not only seeing the Chiefs here, but they see Missouri Western as more than just a small college. It's now where they host the Chiefs. It's now the facilities are awesome, the school is awesome, the university is awesome.
I would probably sit here and say we're somewhere in the top 5 in the country as far as facilities go for Division II football.
Yeah, mae'n ysbrydoli pawb yn y tîm I fod yn onest. Pryd ti mor agos at y pobl sydd y gorau ar y gêm ti'n chwarae. Mae'n cool I cymharu lle dwi at wrthyn nhw. Mae'n definitely yn rhoi llawer o ysbrydoliaeth I ni fel tîm.
Say, dwi'n caru ti to the camera.
Dwi'n caru ti.
That's pretty good, bro.
Kickoff meeting. Let's get going, guys. He said, what? Well, we got 15 minutes, so. Moving forward, we meet at 2:35, so after you lift, you can get in here. But I lost 5 minutes.
Mae bwysau arno ni I perfformio tymor yma, oherwydd ar ôl tymor diwethaf, roedd e just yn tymor anffodus I fod yn onest. Roedd ni'n colli mwy o gemau na oeddwn ni'n expecting I wneud. Roedd y tîm hyfforddwyr wedi cael y sac, ond tymor newydd, nawr ni wedi cael tîm newydd o hyfforddwyr. Tro diwethaf, roedd ni'n teimlo yn almost llawn o fear, ond nawr dwi'n teimlo'n mwy hyderus.
I thought you wanted to try the Louis, is what I was saying.
Oh, well, he wanted just to down it.
Got you.
Mae'n tymor cyffroes I fi oherwydd mae gen I coach sy'n ymddiried ynddo fi.
Coach, why are we calling it red? I want to get it on film. Okay.
Dwi'n diolchgar iawn bod e yma oherwydd mae'n rhoi llawer o opportunities I fi I really expreso pethau unigryw sydd amdano fi fel punter sy'n dod o rugby.
We're going to be able to use his ability to kick both ways, kick both sides, do different kind of dynamic kicks, put opponents into a bad situation because they're not going to be, 1, prepared for it, and then 2, they're going to have to be prepared for it week in and week out.
Oherwydd mae'r typical punters in America ddim yn cael yr un sgiliau a dwi yn, so mae e'n gweld hwnna fel asset nawr.
I gotta go fast. Back.
Evan, what do you got?
Rosie! Come on now.
So mae punter yn gyfrifol am field territory, or field position. Ar y pedwerydd down, dyna'r opportunity i'r punter dod allan a ceisio rhoi'r bêl mor deep yn territory yr opponent a posib. So yeah, in a nutshell, get the ball down there.
Good, wheel out, Lamont, go!
Mewn un game, dwi probably yn punto maybe 5 gwaith ar average. Yeah, mae'r stakes yn high pob amser.
Let's go, field goal! Let's go!
Mae'r rôl arall gen I fel y punter. Mae angen I fi bod y holder, maen nhw'n galw e. So dwi'n catcho'r bêl a dwi'n rhoi y lawr i'r field goal kicker I kicio'r bêl. Os mae un ohonyn nhw ddim yn mynd yn dda, mae pawb yn gwybod amdano fe ac mae'r hyfforddwyr yn mynd I bod yn grac ac dwi'n mynd I bod yn grac gyda fy hun hefyd. So yeah, mae llawer o bwysau I perfformio pob amser. Does dim cymaint o lle I wneud mistakes fel byddwch chi'n gallu yn rugby. Gall hyn bod yn dechreuad I fy tymor mwyaf llwyddiannus. So yeah, dwi'n cyffroes iawn ac yn edrych ymlaen yn enwedig i'r gêm gyntaf yr wythnos yma.
on Thursday, that ball better take off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Dwi'n credu'r peth mwyaf gwerthfawr am yr profiad mas yma yn yr Unol Daleithiau yw'r ffaith bod dwi wedi cael basically 5 blynedd I troi mewn i'r dyn dwi eisiau bod.
The kind of guy Evan is, there's a lot to say about him.
I automatically knew, you know, he's not afraid to just go after something that he wants, you know.
Wrth gwrs mae'n unig, ond ar yr un pryd mae'n opportunity I tyfu lan ac I darganfod dy hun fel berson.
Evan is a very determined person. I would 100% agree with that. I mean, he's worked his ass off.
A really nice guy, super outgoing. I could tell he was willing to do whatever it takes to, you know, accomplish his goals.
Ie, dwi'n credu bod hynna yw'r peth mwyaf gwerthfawr am y profiad, oherwydd erbyn hyn, dwi jyst yn teimlo fel person hollol wahanol i'r bachgen sydd wedi troi lan yma yn 2018.
They're doing a documentary on Evan back in Wales. Like it's going to be on like some Netflix, like Wales Netflix deal.
Go nuts! Come on, nuts!
My name is Tyler Fenwick. I'm the head football coach here at Missouri Western. I've been here for, well, since December, so fairly new here. I was the offensive coordinator here back from 2007 to 2012. We had a lot of success. We won a lot of games. We went to postseason games every year. And then in 2012, we won the MIAA Conference Championship and went to the quarterfinals in the NCAA playoffs. So it's good to be back here in St. Joe and back at Missouri Western and trying to get this program going again. You know, there's a lot of unknowns going into this season just because it is our first year as a staff with these players. The thing that I probably am most concerned with is the adversity that hits. It doesn't matter what sport it is, there's going to be ups and downs. How is this team going to respond to adversity? You can try to teach it, but you can't simulate it like the real thing.
Wythnos yma ni'n chwarae Central Missouri. Maen nhw'n tîm dda ac ni'n gwybod bod bydd e ddim yn game hawdd.
There's a lot of things that we don't know about them, and so we're going to have to kind of take it in stride as we kick off and figure out what are they doing that's maybe new or that we weren't ready for, and we're going to have to adjust.
Ni'n deall bod UCM yn cael boys mawr, so mi'n siŵr bydd nhw'n challenge I delio gyda, ond ni'n barod I roi popeth mewn I fe a gweld beth sy'n digwydd.
Anywhere you go, football, it's the first big event or the first sport at the beginning of every school year. And so, you know, football kind of has that energy about it that everybody's excited for it. Everybody's excited for that first game to come out. We've got a big prep rally tonight downtown. There's the billboards that are around town, the social media stuff that's going up about Thursday night football game. And I think it should be pretty electric and pretty energizing and should be a great atmosphere on Thursday night.
You ever drink tea?
Yeah.
Yeah, for real? We should have a tea party sometime, dude.
I gotta go get some more though.
That'd be nice, bro.
You drink it?
Yeah. I got a kettle, bro. I bought a kettle for it. Well, how you doing?
He is back. Ladies and gentlemen, your 7th head football coach in the history of Missouri Western State University, Tyler Fenwick.
And this is a really good turnout. It's good to see all the fans.
We are the football team in St. Joseph, Missouri. So everybody's wondering, are we going to be any good? Are we not going to be very good? You know, what's the outlook? And St. Joe's probably a town of maybe 75, 80,000 people, something like that. And so we try to get out in the community and try to do some things where they get to know who our players are. And so that kind of creates a little bit of some ownership in, you know, this is our team. And we want to support our team. And so, but it's also our guys' job to make sure they're prepared and they go put a good product on the field.
Erbyn hyn, dwi wedi gweld cymaint o'r sort of pep rally kind of vibes dros y 5 blynedd diwethaf, bod erbyn hyn mae'r novelty kind of wedi, yeah, it's wore off at this point, ond mae'n neis i weld sut pawb yn dod at ei gilydd a y prif peth yw'r support ni'n cael, so yeah, dwi just yn diolchgar am hynny. So mae'r plan am gweddill y nos yw just ymlacio, bwyta bwyd ac wneud yn siŵr bod dwi'n barod ar gyfer y fori am y captain's run.
You guys make that environment special, make it exciting, bring the energy, and our guys feed off of that. So the more of you that show up to the game, the louder you play, the harder you dance, the better we're going to play. So hopefully Thursday night it shows off with getting a win. So again, thank you very much.
When I say MW, you say MW! Let's have a great year, baby.
The competitive nature of just not only I'd say Missouri Western, but the college level of any kind of football is just going to be, you have to continue to get better every single day, where you want your backup to be prepared to play if something bad happens, but you also want him to push the guy in front of him. So that competitive nature is high at all point in times. It doesn't matter whether it's week 1 or week 10. And we were going day in and day out of whether it was going to be Evan or his backup, if it was going to be Tyson, or if it's going to be Tyson or Evan.
Very nice, very nice.
Because they both have different kind of aspects that they can bring to the table. You want that backup to continue to push the starter. You don't want him to get complacent. And even to the point of, if knock on wood, something bad happens, if the starter goes down in any position, that backup needs to be prepared to go.
Yeah, so right now ni'n ymarfer yn punts ac dwi wedi cael 2 rep. Nawr mae'n tro Tyson i wneud 8 reps e. Ac yeah, ni just yn... Oedd hwnna'n punt da.
If the 1's not getting it done,
shanked it.
And that's where the opportunity for a 2 to just be dynamic and do their job right now just happens.
Pa mor gysadleol yw hwnna?
Dwi ddim really yn cystadlu. Dwi'n cystadlu gyda fy hun I fod yn honest. So yeah, dyna sut dwi'n gweld e.
We talk about the guys all the time is we've got to trust you on the field to get the job done, and if we can't, we've got to find somebody that can.
He's that man.
Yeah, I thought I had a blood.
Which one of you just farted though?
Not me.
Was that you, Seth?
That was Seth going right.
Seth, you know I'm mic'd up, right? Yeah.
What's up, baby?
Yeah, heddiw yw game day. Dwi'n teimlo'n dda. Dwi wedi cysgu'n dda neithiwr. Ac yeah, dwi'n cadw meddyliau positif yn fy mhen, yeah. Dwi wedi cael text o fy hyfforddwr sy'n dweud bod y game wedi dechrau yn barod. Roedd ni'n ffeindio hwnna bach yn ddoniol, ond yeah, mae'r boys yn barod ac yn just yn cyffroes, dwi'n credu. Dwi'n neud digon mewn ymarfer I gwybod beth sydd angen arno fi ar y diwrnod, so yeah, I fi mae just yn heddiw yw'r diwrnod I mwynhau'r gwaith caled fi wedi rhoi mewn cyn y gêm. So mae gen I llawer o amser nawr I just cael diwrnod I fy hun ac ar tua 3 o'r gloch bydd rhaid I fi mynd draw I cael bwyd gyda'r tîm ac yna dechrau paratoi am y gêm. So dwi just yn mynd draw cael bach o brecwast nawr a just mwynhau'r diwrnod, yeah. So bro? They got a lot of good stuff, to be honest, bro. I don't know if I'm going to get an egg sandwich or a signature lunch. Yeah, so dwi'n mynd o gwmpas campus ar y skateboard a mae'r boys yn gyrru nice cars o hynna. So bydde fi'n caru cael car fy hun, ond dwi'n poor, so dwi'n methu.
We're finally here. We've been practicing against each other. We've been beating each other up. All right, it's finally time to go unleash it on somebody else. All right, the team that makes the fewest mistakes will win this game. There's going to be a lot of one-on-one matchups. Raise your level of competitiveness and go get that ball. Whether you're an offensive guy or a defensive guy, go get that ball because you're better than him. Take your mind there. As you start sitting in your locker, all right, putting your gear on, getting yourself ready. Got it?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go get a win.
Grips on 3, 1, 2, 3, Grips!
Dwi wedi cael, basically, 5 blynedd I troi mewn i'r dyn dwi eisiau bod. Gall hyn bod yn dechreuad I fy tymor mwyaf llwyddiannus.
With that skill attribute that he has, it's something special that could push him to the next level.
If he was given the shot, he'll make that 53-man roster.
If you love it, you know, why not put your best foot forward and see what they say. And if you don't try, then you'll never know.
Game number 1 in 2023. Let's play football in St. Joe. Good punt here by Evan Williams, but fielded at the 15-yard line. Little room to run for Jack Pospisil. Eden turns, gives it to Scott, runs between defenders, to the 10, to the 5, touchdown, Missouri Western State! Back to throw goes Jones, throws it out in the flat, pass is caught, that's Jonas Bennett! Touchdown, Missouri Western! Evan stands at his own 6, rolling rugby-style kick, again about a 51-yard punt. Receiver in motion is Caleb Martin. Eden looks to Martin. He's got him! Touchdown, Missouri Western! UCM stacks the box. Right back to Cromwell. Counter play to the right. Touchdown! Touchdown! Missouri Western down, but not out. The kick is good. Eden goes deep. It's intercepted. With less than 6 minutes left. Snap. It's down! It's blocked! It's blocked! It's recovered by Missouri Western! Green cross in front! Here he goes! Braden Wright! Touchdown! Missouri Western State!
Yn y diwedd, roedd y tymor yn rili llwyddiannus. Roedd y tîm wedi perfformio llawer yn well y tymor yma I cymaru â'r tymor cyn. Ni wedi cyrraedd y post-season a chwarae mewn bowl game, so roedd hwnna'n wych I ni. Ac yn bersonol, enillais i'r wobr All-Conference, sydd yn rhywbeth dwi'n rili balch ohono. Just I gymaru â'r blwyddyn cyn hynny, roedd ni'n teimlo fel beginner, ond erbyn diwedd y taith, roedd ni'n un o pyntwyr gorau yn y conference. Y tangible goal I fi yw I chwarae yn yr NFL. So, mae'n mynd I bod yn broses, ond mae'n un dwi'n edrych ymlaen at. So nesaf, bydd rhaid I fi mynd nôl I America I cystadlu yn y combines, ble ti'n dangos beth ti'n gallu neud o flaen scouts yn yr NFL. Ac y gobaith yw bod un o'n nhw'n mynd I pigo fi lan ac dwi'n gallu secure fy contract gyntaf. Efallai bod pobl yma yn mynd I dweud pethau amdano fi a meddwl dwi'n odd am mynd am fy mreiddwyd mawr oherwydd dyn nhw ddim yn credu bod yn gallu digwydd ond I fi dwi'n gweld sut mae pethau'n digwydd a dwi'n deall sut mae'r proses yn mynd so I fi yr unig voice dwi really yn gwrando ar yw'r un yn fy mhen I. Mae gen I gwahoddiad I un combine yn barod, ond dwi'n gwybod sut mae'r bywyd fel free agent yn gallu bod. Mae bach yn chaotic, so dwi just yn paratoi am unrhyw beth. So pryd mae'r opportunities yn dod lan, dwi'n barod. Bod yn teimlo erbyn hyn fy mod I wedi deffro o freuddwyd, nid bachgen bach y Gleision ydw I mwyach. Ac bod storm y cyfnod anhygoel ddiwethaf wedi tawelu, tro ar ôl tro, dwi wedi troi I gicio mewn i'r gwynt I brofi pawb yn anghywir. Felly, pam stopio nawr?